What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Keith here at Profit Lifter. Today, we are going to be talking about writing a blog with your profit. What does that look like? How does it work? What do you need to do? All of that fun stuff that goes into it. So today we are going to be doing a screen share. We're going to be hopping in and just showing you how to write blogs, what this looks like, where it all takes place, all that fun stuff. So we're going to hop over in a demo account here, and we're gonna just walk you through this. Now, again, like always, if you have any questions while we're going through this, please throw it in the comments. Let us know how we can help. Happy Wednesday to you too as well, Kim. Glad you were here hanging out with us today. Hope you're having an amazing day. So yeah, we'll hope you're doing awesome. So, all right. Brant, how you doing today? Glad to see you over hanging out with me over on YouTube. Appreciate you being there. Appreciate the comments, all that fun stuff. All right, so let's get started. So this is actually writing blogs inside of Profit Lifter is actually pretty easy. It's not hard. There's a lot to it, and if you're in a Go High level, same process, same thing, just not as cool tools and toys as what we have. Where this is going to start is if you're on your homepage inside of your dashboard. Oh, Will, what's up? Hey, Mike, how you doing today? So if you're inside of your dashboard, the first place we're going to go is we're going to go to sites here. And inside of sites, you'll see everything up here at the top, and you'll see blogs. And it says new. This has actually been here for a long time. It is actually something that has been revamped. So I've done video on blogs previously, but now it's changed and everything's kind of moved around. It's got a facelift, all that fun stuff. So we're gonna hop in, show you how to use it, make sure that everything's just show you how it all works. So you can see here it shows you total blog posts you have, published blog sites, meaning that you can have multiple sites that have blogs, and it'll even give you a snapshot of your analytics of like how many visitors a week you're generating from it. From here, you will notice that like if you hover over the blogs, this is the only page it takes you to. There is this little settings tab right here that I want to take you to. And inside of the settings, these are going to be pre-filled. Excuse me. These are going to be pre-filled settings that you're going to be able to hop in here and be able to get everything updated. Hey, Brett, glad to see you on this wonderful Wednesday. So the first category we see here is authors. So we're going to click Add New Author, and this is just going to be me today. If you have a picture, this is where you would put it in. You see it takes you right inside of here. So I'm going to upload a photo. Actually, let me show you this. This is James. Haven't seen you on here in a bit, brother. Glad you were here and hanging out with us. Let me show you one other change while we're here that I'm just loving for you guys. This is really powerful. This is actually going to have an impact no matter on your web pages, your funnels, all of that stuff is all going to be right here. That with this handy dandy little update. So you see, if I go right here, I'm just going to go. We're just going to go. I'm going to put businessman because I'm a businessman who wears hats and T-shirts. Now, if you scroll down here, you're going to see under My Media, you've got you've got backgrounds, you've got Unsplash and Pixabay. Unsplash and Pixabay will actually give you images that are royalty free. So you can see just by clicking here, I can go, ooh, I want to be the guy with the blue-green background, and so it actually gives you the ability to use to find any of the images on here and use them. So for let's just throw this out here. So we're just going to put truck in here in case you're looking for a picture with a truck for some reason. You can see right here that like you can use any of these images. So it's really handy tool. Timberley, glad you were here, my friend. Glad you were here. So this is a really cool update, guys. As you're building web pages, as you're building landing pages, emails, even you can access thousands and thousands of images royalty free with Pixabay and Unsplash. They do have these backgrounds in here as well that are pretty cool, pretty handy. But these are more going to be just like texture backgrounds for like headers, different sections inside of your website. So just wanted to show you that because it's a really cool update. Now back to our author setting. So I've got a profile picture in there. One thing it's going to ask for is your image alt text. Your image alt text actually has to do with the actual picture that it's putting up there. And why this is important is SEO purposes. Because as Google and the different places are looking at the image, they want you to describe what that image is for two reasons. One, it's going to help with them promoting the images. But the other side is that if the image is broken for whatever reason, that image alt text shows up in there, so people can see what's supposed to be in there. So I'm just going to put image of Keith. Keyword settings. How do we add keywords to the blog post? Oh, there we go. Timberly coming in swinging heavy. I've got, we'll go over that here in just a little bit, Timberly. That's a great question on the keywords. So author description, you would put it in here. I build cool crap. All right. And then you would put, now under this section here, if you have your links, if you want to share like your public, you want to share like your Facebook, your Twitter, your LinkedIn, Instagram, like I would recommend that you probably put this as your personal ones if you're looking at having people following you personally. If not, just put your company ones in here and that'd be fine. But that's not essential. So right there, we're just going to hit create author and it sets it up there. Next, under our settings, we've got categories. Now, we'll get into a big complex training on blogs, SEO, HubSpot models, all of that. This is still working with my dad. He's got they've got an SEO product that we're getting ready to roll out with them. But that'll come a little bit later because I got a really cool rock star helping on that side. She's my daughter, so she's learning how to do all this stuff with my dad, which is really cool. It's a proud dad moment. But categories, this is where you would come in. So let's just keep the categories for who I know is hanging out with me today, which is a lot of people who are selling business credit and business loans. So we're going to make the first one. Let's just call it business credit. There's no, let's see, do we want an image for it? Let's see if we have anything good. We're going to put credit and let's see what they got on Unsplash. Let's try credit cards. That's better. I'm throw that in there, and we'll put credit cards. And a little trick for you guys here. Yeah, thanks, Kim. Yeah, I'm super proud of her. She's my daughter is one of the coolest people I've ever met. She's awesome. Yeah, like I'm all for. I love showing her. Like she's learning actually how to run a business, how to sell services, all that fun stuff. So proud dad moment. Okay, so quick hack here under the alt text. You do want to optimize this for SEO, meaning that like if you're selling business credit builder, fundability, anything like that, instead of just putting credit cards, I would put business credit cards because it's going to help with that. Next, you're going to see category URL slug. Now it's got this first one that's /categories. I'm going to leave that there, and we're just going to call this business credit and category description. Learn everything you need to know about establishing and building high limit business credit lines. I don't know if that's right. I just kind of threw that out there. So you see now we've got a category. Let's throw another one in here just for the giggles of it. And we're going to call this business loans. And we're going to say business loans. And let's change our categories here. So we're going to go loans and credit are really difficult on the image side because there's really no such thing as a picture for a loan. So, you know, is what it is. Without it being a physical, tangible product, there's really not much there. So we're just going to put business loans, handshake. Everything you need to know about business loans and financing found here. Create category. All right, so we got these two set up. Last one is your RSS feed. RSS gets a little bit complex, so we're not going to jump into that right at the moment. But basically what an RSS feed, it means that anytime you publish a blog, it will automatically push it to this RSS feed. And where you see this a lot is like on the sidebars of blog posts, things like that, where they'll just have a list of like the blogs running down. That's where this comes in. You can see it says you need at least one valid and mapped domain to use RSS. I'm not going to do that because I don't have any of them in here that are set up for that. So we're going to skip out on that one for the moment because we don't need it. So that's really all there is inside of settings, and makes it really easy, nice to handle. So now everything's set. We're ready to go. If you ever need to adjust your settings, just go there. Next, we're going to go new. Now, the first thing that we need to think about what is going to be the title of the blog. So we're going to something basic. How to build business credit 101. And next, you're going to select the domain name and slug that it's going to be on. So I've got like my sitebuddy.co here, and we're going to put add your blog slug, and we're going to put we're just going to put blog there. And next, blog meta description. Your meta description is what shows up on your when you're sharing it on a website, on social media. It's got the image and how it has all the content. That content is actually the meta description that you're putting in there. So whether you're on a page, whether you're in a funnel, if you want that content, that meta description content to show up, you got to put it in that meta description. So we're going to put learn everything you need to know about building business credit and financing. You can see it gives you 100 character here in our blog, exclamation point. Gives you 100 characters, doesn't need to be super long, but we're going to go ahead and create that there. So now we have our blog site set up. Let's see. And again, guys, this is a demo site, so it's very possible that with this demo site, there's going to be some extra steps in here, but that's okay. All right, so we've got our blogs here. We're going to come here to our site. Now, you see, I did mess this up a little bit. So we're going to edit the blog site. We're just going to click edit, and you can see right here, it actually creates the blog home. What we're going to do is we're going to come over here into, here it is, SEO and metadata. Content, and we're just going to put blog, description. This is our blog page. Read all the things. And then the other side is, you see down here where it says social image. This is what pulls up the image that would go when you share your website. I'm just going to grab this one. It exceeds the limit. How's that? Yeah, there we go. I'm just going to grab one, put it in there, and we're going to update SEO. So now you can see that's what this is going to look like. We're going to save it, and we're going to go back here. All right. And I think the other thing that I want to do, and I messed this one up. So this was supposed to be blog site title. I actually put the blog title in here. So we're going to put demo blog just for the fun. And we're going to go back. All right. So now we're under our demo blog. You can see we can create a blog post here, create a blog post here. You can filter through all your blogs. You can edit your blog site in here or there. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a blog. We already have a name, How to Build Business Credit 101. Let's add an image here. So let's put business credit card. Oh, nothing under my media. Let's go to Unsplash. Let's see what they give us. Beautiful. Close enough. So this is going to be the alt text for the cover image, and we're going to put business credit card. Now you can see in here, this one is your post description. This is going to be required. Where this post description is going to be handy for you is like as you're sharing your blog on the blog page or on different pages, this is what's going to show up there under these descriptions. So for that, we're going to hop over here to our handy dandy little Chat GPT bot. We're going to let the robots start creating a blog for us. That's an email. So we're going to tell Chat GPT, create a blog post that is 600 to 800 words with the title, How to Build Business Credit 101. And I'm just going to leave it there. We're just going to throw it out there because, again, this, like, if we were actually writing this, this would get a lot more in depth. Today is the technical setup, like how to technically use everything. But I'll tell you the secret about using ChatGPT is if it's programmed properly, you can just put this in and it will just go to work for you and do everything that you need it to do. And you can go back through and adjust it, tweak it as you need to. You can see right here, it's throwing all this stuff in. Step 4, like this really clean blog. Like I don't see, like this looks great. Like this is basically what I would have written anyway. So very, very happy with this. Now, one thing about this blog though is this blog is going to be pretty generic, meaning that it's not going to have like all the tools. It's not going to have any call to actions, things like that. We're going to get into that here as we're diving into the blogs, because again, when you're writing the AI or when you're writing with AI, it's not going to naturally assume that there needs to be call to actions or there needs to be links in there that have internal links to different pages, things like that. So we're going to hop in here for that. So now that we have our post, we're going to say, how many characters is this? 100 to 250 characters. I'm just going to copy this and I'm just going to throw it right there. Because why not? There we go. And copy and paste. And it's too long. We're just going to come up here and delete some stuff. All right. Create post. Now, post is created. Now, once you hit create a post, it is going to bring you to the blog post page. One thing that I want you to keep in mind, everything on here, it gives you, like, what it's doing is it's showing you what is available. So you see, this is just generic stuff. It's showing you can embed videos, start your blog checklist. Like there's a lot of things that is showing you in here. This is a placeholder so you can kind of see how things fit in here, what it looks like, what you can do with it, all of that fun stuff. But for what we're doing, we're going to come in here and we're going to delete this. So we're going to hit Control A, which is should be copy all. So you can see, hit Control everything and just hit delete. And now it is empty. Inside of here, inside of the blog is going to work different than what the actual website page builder or the funnel builder is going to work. So you can see that it's already, this is what's called a WYSIWYG builder. A WYSIWYG, WYSIWYG. And what it means, for those of you guys who are curious, is what you see is what you get. WYSIWYG. So this is what's called a WYSIWYG builder. And the beauty of the WYSIWYG builder is that it's exactly that. What you see is what you get. So it's already there. Now, a couple other things that I want to show you here. If we come up here and we grab this, if you don't want to use ChatGPT, you do have the ability that you could generate with AI in here, and you can simplify your writing, make longer, make shorter. You do have the ability to use the AI right inside of Profit Lifter as well. It's good. I like it, but it's not quite as in depth as what you can get with ChatGPT. So for this one, I'm going to show you, if you're already paying for ChatGPT, let's use the tools that you're already utilizing. So next thing, we do need to go down to our markdown to HTML. This is oh, forgot to copy that. Didn't copy that right. Oh, copied the wrong one. Here we go. So we're going to paste everything in here, and let me share this with you guys who maybe don't have it. But this is the markdown to html.com. Great, handy little website when you're in ChatGPT, because it takes the markdown format that it gives you inside of ChatGPT and turns it into HTML. Now all we need to do is come up here and copy, and we're going to come back to our page, and we're going to paste. And now you have a website, or now you have a blog post. Now this is going to be kind of a boring blog post because there's no images, there's no links, there's no call to actions. So let's talk about let's start diving into our keyword strategy, because that's something Timberly asked about, and we all know that if Timberly asks, we got to answer, because if not, she's going to track me down. So what I would do in this, for my blogs, I actually write the SEO content up here, meaning that, like, if I came up here, if I was doing this properly and not for a demo, I would actually put this up here. So like, create a blog, how to build business credit 101, and then I would put keywords for the blog are, and then just come down here and start listing them. Business credit, let's say build business credit, how to build business credit, how to get high limit business credit lines, stuff like that. So so the keywords, I would actually address the keywords inside of the writing, inside of the blog post, and take it from there. We'll get more into actual, like, keyword research, things like that, as we start getting into. Again, today is really about the technical side, so that's what I wanted to focus on. But just being in here reminded me of that. The next thing that you want to look at is that sometimes when you import things, you see how you've got, like, you click up here, it's like how to build business credit 101. What you want to watch for is this little tab right here, because what this tab does is it puts your HTML markers on your title. So like this first one, we want to make this an H1 because this is the title of the blog. This is the big one. From here, these should, your next heading should be H2 or H3, depending on how you want to, on how structured your blog is. Now, the best way to explain your formatting and the structure for the blog is that, like, you use H1. Like, I never really go past H1, 2, or 3. Those are really the headings that I use. But the way that I think about this is, like, I would use H1 is like your title. That's it. Like, that's boom. This is what we're talking about. Your H2 is going to be kind of your main points under that title. So how understanding the importance of business credit, that's going to be one. Next is actually getting into the steps. So these are, I think these are perfectly fine here as H3, and our tags are, making sure our title tags are all set up there. So that's going to be that side. Now let's talk about formatting, and let's talk about some of the tools that you have inside the blog. Again, this is really about the technicality, about the technical setup. So you can see, let's start at the menu at the top. You've got your undo, you've got your redo, bold, italics, underline, strike through. This is your font selector. This is really handy. There is now the ability to add custom fonts in here, where if there are fonts that you want that you don't see, you can come in here and add these. Really handy. A lot of cool design things that you can do with that. This is going to be your font size. Again, this is going to be your your font tags, like if they're paragraph titles, text align left, center, right, and justify. This is your indent, meaning that if you want to indent something, you can click it here. You're supposed to be able to click it there. Let's see what happened. It's not letting us out. Oh, sorry, it's the wrong one. So you can indent it or you can outdent it, meaning you take it back to the edge, indent, outdent, moves it around, makes it, it just gives us some personality there. Next, text spacing. If you want to like if you want your text to be the lines between your text to be a little bit smaller, a little bit bigger, really big, you can come in here and switch that up. I find this gets really helpful when you start jumping into like bullet points, things like that, and getting that side set up. Timberly says, when you are setting up the technical side, there's a line that says keywords when you get into the page to make it live. I will point it out. Yeah, we'll get to that point. We'll get to that here in just a second as well. So thanks for bringing that up, Timberly. Um, all right, so that's your text spacing. Next, you have bullet points. You've got numbered lists. You've got a to-do list. This is a checklist. This to-do list, I think, is actually a really cool thing where, like, you can come in here and you can be like, oh, that's going to be our first to-do. Have you established business credit? I don't like that because it takes it out. But this is a cool thing that you could actually turn into a checklist that you can send out to all your clients, which I think is really handy. Next, you've got you can highlight your text if you want to add some personality or bring attention to it. So you can say business credit and it highlights it, or sorry, that changes your font color. The other one is the highlight. And then you have the ability there that you can come in and you can actually put in hex codes, all that, and choose different colors. Next is your highlight text that if you want to highlight it, now it highlights it inside of there. Hyperlink, this is, I will take a little bit of a, I will go on a little bit of a rabbit trail here. With your links, there are two different types of links that you always want to be cognizant of when you're writing your blog. The first one is going to be what's called an external link. An external link means that these are links that are going to go out to other websites. So if it's coming through, so like if you're linking something to like entrepreneur.com, something like that, that's where you would link it. Blogs are always really good to link to other sites. And the reason is like Google, when Google sees that, it is assuming that you are pulling content from those other sites and working with it, not working with it, but you're pulling the data from these sites that maybe have higher domain authority. Domain authority is really just their SEO ranking, like how much Google trusts them. But having these external links are really handy. The second kind of link that you need to be aware of is what's called an internal link. And an internal link means you're linking it to the same domain that the blog is already published on. This is really helpful if you've got like multiple blogs and multiple posts. If you have like a hub and spoke model where you've got like how to build business credit 101, then you go into 102, and then you go into 103, and you start linking all of them together, pushing them back to the different blogs, or you send them to landing pages on your website, wherever that would be. So let's just take this and we're gonna just insert link. And you can see that it's going to be like, let's just call this sitebuddy.co/business-credit. Not a real page, but they don't know that. And you can have this open in a new window or open in current window. Most of the time on the blog, I like to have it open in a new window because I want them, excuse me, I want them to be able to go back to that if they need to. So all you need to do is hit add link. Now, if you want like add a no follow link, this gets a little technical on the SEO side, but a no follow link basically just means it doesn't share the referral of where that traffic is coming from. And what this looks like is if I click this on Google Analytics, what it's going to show is that if I click this link and I go to my business credit page, it's just going to show a new visitor there, but it's not going to show where it was referred from. If you leave this unclicked, it's going to show referred from the blog post, the How to Build Business Credit 101. So that's where you're going to add your links, is right there. Next, let's keep on moving across our menu here. So next, we're going to have images. Now, when it comes to images, you always want images on your blogs. If you don't have images on there, it looks ugly, very bland. it's hard for people to follow, especially some of those of us with ADHD, because we just text, it gets really bad. So we're just going to put, let's just find another business credit image. We're going to see what Pixabay has to offer for us here. Oh, look, there's credit card. Perfect. And you can see right here that it's going to show you the size, it's going to show you the width, it's going to show you the height, all of that. Again, you do need to put your alt text in here. So we're just going to put business credit card image. Now, this next one right under here, open image, open on image click. This is a really sneaky place that you can put a link. So let's say you have a call to action to download a free guide. So we would say website.com/EIN guide, or whatever your URL is. We would put it there, and we put insert image. And you can see that is just hideous. It did not do what we wanted it to do. So we're going to come over here. We're going to click edit image, and you can see we're going to take this height out. We're just going to delete that. We're going to update the image. And you see how by taking that height out like that, it makes it where it puts it at the natural height of what it should be. So the other side of this is, if let's say I put in, I want the height of it to be 300, but I don't know what the width is. I'm just going to delete the width and update it, and it's going to, it should have updated it, but it didn't. But the height, what I find is if you delete the height, that's probably the important one. Now, the other thing is, like, once you have it here, you can come in and you can grab the images and you could shrink it up. You could do whatever you need to do with it. Makes it, yeah. But it's a little wonky. I'm not gonna lie. It's not my favorite builder site, but it works, or for images, but it works. You just got to kind of play around with it. But now that the image is here, you can see that it gives you these little menu options here. So you can align the image to left, align it to center, align it to right. Now the other side is, you see here where it has wrap contents to the right. What this does is, let's say we shrink this. Let's just shrink this. You see how it's wrapping that content around it and setting it up that way. The other option is, if you do it to the left, it moves the image, it moves the content to the left, moves the image to the right. And then you've got your edit images where you pull up all that stuff there. So that's adding an image. Next, if you are, let's say you're somebody who's doing podcast and you're doing some cool stuff like that. Look at this. You can actually insert audio. So what's that look like? Let's just play around with it. Sound recorder. I'm just gonna walk you through this. So in this example, what we're doing is, oh wait, that's a new one. That's I don't want to import file. I want to make a new one. Let me redo this. All right, so hopefully this works. Start recording. Yeah. Hey, so what we're doing is we're recording the sound clip. We're going to upload this sound clip, let you see what it looks like on your blog. And we'll just make it nice and easy like that. Recording, and we want to show in folder. So I want to grab this and I'm going to throw it in my downloads just so it's easier for me to file. And I want to keep this one. That's for the giggles. Next, let's grab our audio clip. And we're going to upload file right there. File type not allowed. All right, so what do you, if you run into a file type not allowed? So let's see here. That is an M4A. For some reason it does that. So I'm gonna show you how to Google this. So this is going to convert M4A to MP3, and Cloud Convert is my go-to for all things conversion. If you need to convert files of different types, this is probably the most handy. This is probably the handiest place to do this, is right here on cloudconvert.com. So cloudconvert.com, we're going to select our file. We're going to grab this, convert to MP3. Yep, perfect. Do it, uploading, processing, and hey, look, it's me. All right, now let's try this again. We're going to upload file. Now you see it's MP3, and that works. We click it right there. Do you want, now you're going to have the ability here to have it autoplay or not, and you can have it loop on or off. So we're going to turn the loop off. We're going to turn the autoplay off. And you see, it gives us this handy dandy little thing right here. I don't like how it connected that. So we're going to move our image. Oh, that the reason it did that, the reason that it moved it here is because we were actually with the blog here. So we're going to put this as center line. And we're going to just delete that. So now you can see it's down here under it. So now we've got the audio there. Next thing, what if you have a video? That's so one of the things that it will really help your SEO and does really well is inserting videos from YouTube. If you have YouTube videos, always try to put a YouTube video into your blog post. It will do wonders for your SEO ranking because, believe it or not, Google loves when you use Google to do stuff. Sorry, my computer's kind of bogging down. I'm closing out some of my things here. So let's just come in here and grab one. We're going to go youtube.com/ProfitLifterStreams. Let's just have a little bit of fun. Let's just grab this link. Copy link address. Yep, that works. We're going to come right over here. We're going to grab it. We're going to insert video. Hey, about me, showing me. So if you have videos, this is where you would want to put that. I think this is incredibly helpful. This is really helpful if you've got stuff that you want to explain with them. Finally, a way to get my YouTube videos some views. Actually, Timberly, the trick to this, if you really want to help make your YouTube videos go viral, put your YouTube videos on your blog, and then as you're doing it, just release the blog and the YouTube videos as in part of your newsletter that goes out weekly. It's a good way, because what YouTube's going to do is they're going to see that you're getting a lot of views, and the more views you get on YouTube, the more it wants to promote it. So take your YouTube videos and embed them into your blog, and then share your blog in like your groups. Share them. I think writing a blog and using a blog to convert people is insanely effective, and I think it's an incredibly impactful way to maximize your reach on with leads. Meaning that, like, you can answer questions if you know that there are people who are like, hey, I don't know what kind of loan I need. Hey, what is business credit? Like, creating a YouTube video, having a blog, and then sharing that blog inside of groups, sharing that blog when you're networking. I think that goes a lot further than sometimes sharing landing pages and stuff. Because if you can do this, it really makes it where it's really going to help your views and all of that. All right, let's finish looking at our stuff up top here. Next, you're going to see that you've got insert quote. What an insert quote does is when you say, hey, this is a quote, it takes that quote out of the plagiarism tracking with SEO. Meaning that, like, if I go, we're going to say this is a quote here, and we're going to make this from ProfitLifter.com/quotes. So one of the things, and you can see it, like, now you have an external link on here, but these quotes are really helpful. Like, if you're quoting somebody else, so you don't get hit with the plagiarism from Google. If you tell them this is not my content, they will honor that, because that's just you being honest about it, and that's where that's going to come in. Next, emojis. That is what it is. We all know what emojis are. Emojis are cool as heck. We love emojis. Next, you've got insert divider. where like you can go, okay, you know what? Here's our intro. Here's the importance of business credit. Now we're going to come in here and we're going to insert our divider just to add some space in between steps here. So it just cleans it up and makes it feel, oh, that didn't go to go. Let's try this again. One more time with feeling. Oh, did it again, man. There we go. So this just, it's a visual thing, makes it just adds some dynamics to it. Next, you'll see that there is insert custom code. Where does this work? How does this work? This is going to be if you've got third-party software or HTML codes, and this could be from like landing page, not even really landing pages. I don't even know, like there are uses for it. But like if you need to insert a custom code for whatever reason, you could do that there. Next, you're going to see like these last two. These are kind of your bulk actions. So if we're going to Control A, we're going to copy all. And if you click here, it's going to let you format all content. The next one is going to be format selected. And let's see, let's hop in here. Usually with these strike throughs, it takes the formatting off of it. So let's say we have, let's bold it. So you see how it just got bold here, and then we're going to come in here. Yeah, and you see it removes all of the decorations, for lack of better terms. So yeah, that's it. So that's basically like all the stuff that you need for the blogs. Again, play around with it, come up with some ideas. There's a lot of cool things that you can do with this. But now let's just say, for the sake of, like, I would never publish this. This is ugly like this, but that's okay. We're gonna hit save. And up here, if you need to preview the post and you want to see how it's looking, you hit preview post. How to build business credit 101. It's got our image that we put up there. It's got our title, our image here, our thing, our quotes, all that stuff right here. And hey, it's me talking about me talking about me. There's all the stuff there. You can click here and see how it looks in mobile view to make sure that it looks how you want it to look in the responsive view. So that's very helpful. And we'll click back. And what else do we have? Okay, now the next one, you see this C version history. I love that this button has saved my life so many times, because basically what it's doing is it's every time you hit save, it saves a copy of it in here as the version history. So you can see this is the first one, and this is the one that we're currently on. So let's say this is like you've got 20 of these. You've been doing a lot of updates, and the last update you did just sucks. Like something broke on it. It's not doing what it's supposed to do. It doesn't look right. Doesn't play right. Doesn't handle any of that. You could come in here and go, oh, you know what? We're going to restore this version, and now it's going to kick that back. And look, it takes us back to the original setting. But we don't want to lose all our work, so we're going to come back here to our version history and give it a second to get here. Come on, there we go. And we're going to go back and select the one, and we're going to just restore this version because that's what we want. All right, so now you're done. Now we're going to hit continue. So this is the final stage. This is what Timberly's been begging for me to get to this whole entire time. So here we go. URL slug is going to be like basically what it's going to look like. You notice this little handy dandy thing here. Edit blog post SEO. This is all the stuff that we filled out at the beginning, so that you can see that we've got here. The canonical links, I'm not going to get into this right now. This is something we will get into a little bit later, because this gets kind of in depth. And I'll be honest, I'm not real familiar with them, and so I've got some homework I need to do on that. And that's something that I'm going to have an expert come in here. Next, categories. We're going to say this is business credit, so that works there. Add keywords. You can see we don't have any keywords here, so we're going to put business credit. And let's see if we can, and it's not saving them. I see what you're saying, Timberly. It is not saving those keywords. Yeah, let me figure out why that. Let me figure out. Actually, let's figure that out now. So the last step is you can save as a draft. You can publish immediately, or select a date that you want it published, or you can schedule and publish. Saying and say, okay, I want to publish this tomorrow, and we're going to go from there. For right now, we're going to save as a draft because I want to figure out what's going on with these keywords real quick. Let's do a little bit of troubleshooting. All right, take us back to our blogs. That's fine. And after we're done with this, I'm going to show you different ways that you can that you're going to be able to use your blog. So we see the demo blog here. It's not showing us any of the keywords. I want to see. What I am looking for is I'm coming under user permissions. I want to see if there is something in here. No. All right. Timberly, you found the bug. You found the bug today. So I'll let me find out about that. That is a good catch on your side for that. So we got our RSS feeds, we got all that there. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, I see exactly what you're talking about. That is not in there. So I will. I'm going to dig in on that and figure out what's happening on that. But for right now, we're going to go ahead and we're going to publish this as it is. Come on. Doesn't like all the jumping. Okay, while that's doing it, Brett said, in the future, can we go over memberships? I'm not sure if you've gone over it already. Just wanted to put that out there. Absolutely, Brett. That is a great idea. I would love to go over memberships with you guys and help you out on that. I think that goes. I think there's a lot that we could do with that because it's actually a pretty big topic. And one of the things that I was thinking about, guys, and you guys can tell me if you like this or not. But some of the stuff that we're working on, like the memberships, instead of going over those live, I'd almost like to do like a webinar with you guys where we can really dive into it deep and take our time going through it. Because something big like the membership area takes a long time to get into. Got a virtual donut coming your way for good suggestion. Yes, absolutely. This is that keyword's bothering me. Oh, all right. I'm gonna stop obsessing about it. Is what it is. We're just gonna roll with it. I'm gonna find out why that keyword's not working. So we're gonna go ahead and hit publish, and we're gonna get this off to the races here. Because the next thing I want to show you is I want to show you how these blog posts can interact on your website and how they can work. So now that it's published, you can see here we got the how to build business credit 101, everything right there. Business credit published, beautiful. So let's see what happens if we go to /blog. Look at there. Look at there. We got a blog post. Woo! Woo! All right. So now, yep, look at there. We are cooking. Cooking. Look at that. It's under business credit. Yeah. Has everything we need right there. So you see some of the functions that we worked on earlier. You can see that it puts it in the business credit category. The snippet that we made at the beginning is published right down there. Author name and date it's published looks really good. Looks really clean there. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to show you where this becomes effective, and different ways that you could um, that you can start leveraging your blogs inside of your website. So we're going to go to our website, and from here, it's going to pull up the builder. And let's just say we're going to come down here to the bottom. I always like, if you're going to put a blog section on your website, put it towards the bottom. The reason you want to put it towards the bottom is because this is like, it's kind of your last chance of people coming through to get them to go someplace else on your website. But you can see right here, when we go to elements, you've got blog posts and you've got category. Let's just come over here to blog posts. And it's going to give us some options that you could do it compact, where it puts it side by side, puts the image there. And then, or you could do standard, where it has the image, has all the stuff on top. Choose blog site. We're going to go demo blog, and sort by. We're going to go by recent posts. And page nation is 6. Page nation is how many. It looks so much better. I won't publish one without them in the future. I usually put one in the feed, not in the text. I like a lot. Thanks for that. Oh, of course. So the page nation is how many of these, how many blogs are going to show up here. So for right now, we're just going to put 3 in there. We only have 1 that's on here. That's all right. You can change your button text, your button colors, make it all fit and do what you want it to do. That's available for you. And yeah, so pretty straightforward there. Take a look at advanced. Advanced is going to be just like borders and shadows, block shadows, padding, margin, all that. So now if we preview it, you'll see we scroll down here and boom, look at there. There's our blog. So now it has the image, has the title. They click here, takes them in, shows them the videos, does all that. I like this. I forgot I put that down there, even though I just did it. You notice how it has my information. It says, "Hi, I built cool crap." It's fun. I just want to click this. So if you click the author, it just shows like all the pages that they've built, all the stuff that goes along with it. So that's how you would incorporate your blogs into your website afterwards. You could do this on landing pages. You could do this in funnels, basically anywhere you want it to be. Really helpful way to get people to opt in. Some places that I would recommend this, like right after somebody opts in for like a consultation, I think having a blog section under there is a great plan. Because then like they've already committed to meeting with you. They're interested. Now you can start giving them some information. You can start putting it in there. Some of the limitations of what you're going to find with this blog section though, is you notice how it will sort it by like category, sort it by recent posts, or sort by author. So you could go, okay, we just want to show Keith's post here. Categories, let's say you just want to have business credit or business loans, you would put that there. But it doesn't let you actually just select specific blog posts, which is one thing that it's a little frustrating because like you'll get to a point, like as you start blogging, you may get a year down the road and you're going to know your really high performing, your high converting blog post in there. That's the one thing that it doesn't do, is it doesn't give you that ability to just go in there and select the blogs you want. For just traffic purposes, this is still a great way to get people to your blogs and looking at it. So, all right, like you guys been throwing out questions like crazy. I think we've answered a lot. We've gone through a lot today on the blogs. This should answer everything you need for getting your blogs up and going. I do owe you guys one support ticket for the keywords. So I'm going to dive into that. I'm going to have my team dive into that, figure out where those keywords go, why it's not populating all the stuff in there, and see if we can get that escalated and get that working for you. So we can do that. And as soon as I do, I'll just release a quick Loom video, throw it out in the group, and put it into the training courses online for you. But that's it. That's how you write a blog with Profit Lifter. Thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. You are all rock stars. You're all awesome. Appreciate you so much. Yeah, I saw your DM, Timberly. I'll hop in there now that I'm finishing up here and get you answered. But appreciate you guys. Hope you all have an awesome day. And we will see you guys on Friday, where we dive in more into our path to